Aquarius, welcome to your new cycle here on the Astroflower. You've gone through your birthday season, you're kicking into your winter season where you're growing a lot of your roots and sorting out a lot of the foundations in your life. We're going to be looking into your chakras, your aura, and finishing off with a tarot reading for this week going from the 21st to the 26th of February, which I'm calling Funny February, and I'm calling March Magnificent March, or Magical March. That's what I'm calling it. Magical March, because March is going to be very magical. I hope you've positioned yourself for this coming year. It's now time to start getting back to work and getting on, and things you're going to find a little bit easier to actually put into place and stuff like that, because you've all been through your new cycle of your birthday. So let's just get straight into your chakras. Now here we have your root chakra. This is really nice, very tight. Know what you want. You should be heading down that road, and it's really solid and very productive. On your sacrum, this is in nice balance, I think, because there's just a little doubt there on the on your financial sort of side. I understand it because you're starting a new cycle, so things need to be put into place at the moment, and that may well be the driving factor in your life, that this new cycle is happening for you. Therefore, you need to be organized, and you need to be on the ball, and you need to be doing things. And that's what it seems like it's playing out. Let's go into your solar plexus. Obviously, we've got the solar plexus that is still fusing with the heart chakra, but that's in the collective. Let's just see what's going on in your individual sort of solar plexus. Very constant energy here. This is not a raging fire. This is like a fire that's got a lot of embers that can be, if you just inject a little bit of air into it, all of a sudden things are going to really kick off. There's a lot of potential within your solar plexus at the moment, and it's very thick, it's very solid, it's containing a lot of energy, much more energy than, say, like the sacrum. The root chakra is pretty, it's got a lot in there as well, but it's containing a lot of potential, basically. We'll come back to that and we'll see how the ties into that. Let's just see on your okay, this is a very interesting thing that's going on in the heart, and there seems to be a fixed sign sort of scenario. So that's your good selves, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpios. Which plays into you as well, but in a very, very different way on the heart chakra. On your third eye and your throat chakra, that seems to be pretty clear. You should be clear about where you're going. If you're not, take 2 seconds out, stop, realize what is the evident path for you to follow, and then just go ahead and follow it, even without any major planning, which goes a bit of contradictions to yourself, and it can be quite difficult. But movement or heading down a path will actually then define how, when, and where you do things. And then once you get into the rhythm, then you can plan a little bit easier going forward. But if you feel like you're stuck a little bit at the moment, I would just get on and do and go. It's going to be very clear for you where you should be heading off in that sort of direction. Okay, so there's your crown chakra is defined, well, clearly defined. It is carrying a lot. It's a bit of a Ten of Swords scenario. And I think this comes into the potential of your solar plexus as well. So you're carrying a lot of potential up there. You may not want to let go of one thing or let go of another, because it's still got a lot of potential within your life. And that could be, I think it's more on your material sort of life than on your relationship life, to be honest. I think it plays in more into that. And so the potential that you have within your ideas of how things going on, it might mean you've got to spin a lot of plates up in the air at the same time. But you've definitely got the force now within you to go ahead and do it. you've got a lot of force within your solar plexus to actually go ahead and do it. And that seems to be playing out within you. Excuse me. That's like talking about the solar plexus, just setting off, you know, the stomach is incredible. I am going to be doing a live healing session because that's my main proclivity, which I love doing. And we're going to be doing it on a Sunday night where you can actually, you know, chuck in healing that we can, you know, do for you. And the collective can get involved. We can all get involved in healing another person. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's going to be a good live. You're going to need to subscribe and click that bell, so then you get the notification, because we're going to be sending out the dates and times and stuff like that. And it'd be good for you to know, so then you can be there right on the get-go. You can send your message through, your question through, or your request through. And it'd be quite good. It's going to be happening on a Sunday night, not this coming Sunday. Might be next Sunday, but it'll probably be the Sunday after that, because we need to set things up on this channel so we can do this in a good way. Your crown chakra seems to be heavy. It's got a lot on there. It's as I say, it's got shape and definition. Therefore, it's not being overloaded per se. It's just like the solar plexus is carrying a lot of potential. How do you convert this potential into fruit, into fruitus? I'm getting the words wrong. Into successes, into victories within your life. I think it'd be interesting to see what comes out in the reading of the cards. It might be certainly where your petals 5, 7, 8, and 9, where your guides are trying to help. And that's probably where we're going to get a lot of clues of how that is actually happening. Let's get back to your heart chakra though. And it all seems to be about the heart chakra at the moment for everybody. But you have something very different to what everybody else has. So here we have the heart chakra. I've just pulled it out and put it flat. So we have the petals that come out the front, it looks like what they call a Saint-Jacques shell. You know, it's got a fan out the front and a little fan out the back. So it's got a little fan out the back and a massive fan out the front. If you're looking at it like that. And what you've got is you've got certain petals, which is this petal here and this petal here. This is on both sides of so we're talking about your relationships and your material side of life. You have particular points of interest within your life that you are concentrating on both sides at the moment. So there is particular things within your workspace. So it could be within your job or your business. There's some aspects of your job and your business that you would really like to concentrate on a lot more, or focus on a lot more, put your passion into a lot more than other things. And the same thing goes true for your relationship side. So there's certain aspects or certain relationships that you would like to encourage more. And I don't think this is necessarily a one-to-one love relationship, but certainly it's to do with people that are connected with you. Now this could be family, but this also could be sort of friends and community sort of thing. So there is it's almost like a desire for things to work, not only for you, but for the greater good. That's what it sort of seems to be, where it seems to be like kind of going, if I work well, you work well, we work well, sort of scenario. There is the third anomaly, which is this petal here, which is straight out the front. And that is to do with your one-to-one relationship. And there is definitely also a point of wanting to, because it's straight in the middle, it's that point, that pivotal point of harmony between work and play. It's a pivotal point of, say, like within your relationship, doing things together is absolutely brilliant, but also buying a house together, that sort of thing. It's something that's comes into life that's also, part of the relationship that works on the physical side, but also on the emotional sort of side of life. So I would be very tuned in and precise on what you're focusing on your relationships with your community, your friends, family and community and that sort of thing, but also within the relationship and on a one-to-one basis. And that the only way to really focus on that one-to-one basis is also having a little bit of precision in your workspace, in your physical world that is around you. So there's real precise things in that you'd like, things that you should be focusing on, which starts off this whole cycle for this coming year, which you've just gone through your birthday. So you're finally got into 2023. This now new starts this cycle. This is a heightened cycle in the solar activity. So it's going to be very vibrant and the changes are going to be very quick this year. So when things do change, it changes very quickly. So you seem to be beautifully set up for that sort of thing. Let's just have a look what's going on in your aura. One thing just to help you out on your meditation, it'd be good to sort of see when you're meditating what sort of things come to mind in regards to your relationship, what things come to mind within your physical thing, and then what things within your sort of financial and your material world, and then what things come together in order to put that into some form of harmonious place. That's what you can do within your meditation, just observing how things sort of fit together. That could be really good. Let's just see what's going on your aura. Okay, so with your interaction with the outside world and in the human world, very difficult to ascertain things really, to be honest, in the outside world. To have some sort of consistency and stuff like that can be quite difficult. But what you have here is your perception of how things should be is really important, and it seems to be crystal clear in the connection with the outside world. And it's almost as if the outside world has to position themselves because you are in a particular way or in a particular position yourself. And this is where I think you're sort of like with your crown chakra, this is where you've got those potentials that you're almost putting there in the world and sort of saying, this is how it should be happening, and it shouldn't be happening like this, or this is how it should be happening. If it doesn't happen like that, then you lose that potential in that thing and you can move on to the next thing. Down on the lower part of your aura, it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit undulated. It's a little bit like a swamp, or a little bit muddy, a little bit sort of marshland sort of thing going on there. So it might be difficult to actually move really physically within your world on both sides, on your relationships and your financial sort of side. And this is probably where it's tying in. You can't really move because you've got fixed ideas of how things should be happening. I think that's a good thing. It can be a really bad thing as well. And I think you've got to realise the limitations that will set upon you, which I'm not sure in the long term will bring you happiness and satisfaction. Yes, everybody wants things to work, but here is a case of at what price do you pay? And that's the interaction of your aura, your energy in the outside world. Let me just have a look at other things. The rest of it is really good, actually. Your mental state or your well-being within you is actually really good. And I think your positioning is really good. This is why I think this is how it's got to work and not like this. This is how it is, and it's, it either works like this or it doesn't work at all. Sort of approach is a good thing. It's going to sort the chaff from the wheat very, very quickly within the world around you. But I don't think that's something that you can maintain eternally. So I definitely think this week is what you should be. This is what you should be doing, seeing what the potentials do actually grow fruit within your life. So it'd be interesting to see whether we see the Nine of Pentacles that come up within your life, in your reading. Within this sort of card. And also, sort of like the Page of Cups as well. That might well come up in your reading as well. Let's just talking about that. Let's just head straight on to that reading. Thank you very much for being with us, by the way, Aquarius. Absolutely beautiful. Hope you enjoy this year. I think it's gonna be a great year for you. Let's just see what's going on for you. New cycle. What do we say? So you just moved out of your birthday. You're moving into this new cycle. This is what I said all the way through the chakra and the aura reading. You're moving on. This is how it works. It doesn't work like this. It works like that. The world also has all the attributes, all the resources that you need in order to do this new cycle, to fulfill your potentials within you. It is full of potential, this new cycle. It is full of potential. It's be interesting to see how it pans out over the year for you coming in this week. 5 of Swords. So this is on your relationship side. This is your karmic message here. Walking away from complications. So coming back to that idea of sort of saying, this is how it works, this is how it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, if you're finding yourself in conflict, or other people are sort of trying to talk you down or talk over you, in situations within relationships, you can just walk away, because they're not situations worth winning. It's just kind of like, fine, yeah, no worries, yeah, you're brilliant, yeah, see you later. Because they'll be left talking to the wall, and eventually kind of going, where's Aquarius gone, and kind of go, oh, I didn't listen to Aquarius, I should have done, sort of scenario. And I think this is a good thing for you. I think it's going to help you sort the chaff from the wheat. Look, he's walking away from those headaches, and she's tidying up the headaches afterwards. It's the marrying of, it's got huge amounts of protection. It's also got within your life a new birth that's coming through, something that the universe is offering you within your relationship side, of a new beginning. It ties into that world card as well. That potential that we were talking about. That's what the pregnancy is all about, of the world. It is, and she's giving pregnant to the world, which is on Petal 6. It is the new cycle that's coming through for you, and you are full of potential. It's going to be incredible what plays out over this over the future. 6 of Cups. So 6 of Cups is looking at the past, realizing what is good about the past, and bringing the good with you, and things that have grown up through you. So it's realizing what you've done in the past and applying them in this new sort of scenario according to the relationships that are around you. I think this is also with this petal that came out of your heart chakra on this side. It was all about sort of, it was on this side, but it's actually how what relationships within your community and friends over the past you want to keep within your life. And this could be this walking away from those complications. And this is where your guides are trying to influence you here. This is where they're sort of like helping you to define, define what potentials that are within you. And that is the potential in you. And this is the guides that are talking to you here. So they're involved in this conversation. And it is that happiness after difficulty. It is that new cycle of happiness that you so want within you. And the potential that you have within you. And I think this is where they're going to encourage you to head towards what you perceive to be happiness, because that is surely the only barometer to what you really want to be doing. It's your happiness and how you combine your happiness with other people that are around you. But first of all, you've got to have your happiness. And this is, I think, this clarity of thought that we were talking about in the crown chakra, and realizing those potentials that come through your life. Page of Wands within your business side. So this is trying things out, having fun, pushing things, focusing on one thing at a time. So it's, as I said, within the heart chakra, you have that one petal that comes out. This is the Page of Swords. It's that passion in your heart to get things done, but it's precisely on one thing. So she's throwing one wand up and realizing how to catch that wand, checking out that pure potential that you have within you going forward. And it's gonna need a little bit of playing around, child's play in a way, playing around within the world around you. Well, there's the universe. You couldn't get much better than that, surely. the universe is talking about quality work here. You apparently, and I get this feeling that you have done this quality work. It's so clear for you. And I think that creates that definition within you. So it gives that sort of potential of those potentials that you do have within you, and it's expressed in an idea of this is how it works. And this is it. This is how it works. If you want to play it like that, play it like that. But this is how it works with me. So I'm going to, within my workspace and stuff like that, I'm going to concentrate on the things that gives me good quality work that I enjoy doing, that I know I can do well. And it's passionate. It's driving a certain curiosity and passion and understanding and learning process that you're going through. Ace of Swords. It's Ace of Swords. So this is gifts that come out of middle of nowhere in a way, and a bit like left field. And this is where I'm talking about your potential. This is where your guides have recognized that within you. And as you do step forward and go down your path, all of a sudden your guides are going to be coming in with situations around you, kind of going, oh yeah, that's really good. And it's going to drive passion, and comes from the Page of Wands, a little bit of that fire and air that comes through you, sort of saying, yes, I'd like to do this new direction, and applying that quality that's coming from the universe within those sort of like those possibilities that are being offered to you at the moment, that potential that is being offered to you at the moment through your guides, will really is really sort of opening up real progressive pathways for you within your job and within your business. Queen of Pentacles, and the security that comes along with it. She's smiling. I love the Queen of Pentacles. She's so smiling because she knows. It's almost as if like you're fighting, you're playing a game against someone. Let's say you're playing chess with someone, and you're making moves, and you've worked out your moves in the going forward, and you know that person's playing directly into your thing. So she's smiling as if to sort of say, I know in 3 moves here I'm going to have you in checkmate if you continue the way you're going. And I'm so secure about my future. I know exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing. And that's playing out within you, within how your guides are encouraging you and sort of saying, you've got this. There's a real sort of, you don't have to believe anymore, That's what it seems like. Let's just see, there's a lot of cards that want to come out there all in one. Let's just see what's going on the outcome for you at the moment. 6 of Wands. I think every fixed sign has had the 6 of Wands at the moment. You are moving towards a glow-up moment, I think. And I think that glow-up moment I think you're going to be glowing yourself up. It's almost as if like you're going to be really chuffed with who you are. And that pure satisfaction and almost brilliance within you can be very infectious, and it can really encourage other people to sort of come into your life. I think it's on the financial sort of side of life, or the job sort of side of life, but it does play as well into the relationship side. And it could be success within regards where the people around you, within the relationships around you, they're recognizing your brilliance. That could well be it with the 9 of Cups. All the gifts, we've got the 9 of Cups, it's coming out, and this is what, it's leading towards the 10 of Cups, or where your guides are trying to encourage you to do. It's a lot of gifts coming through to you in regards to your relationship side. It's the potential, everything's got so much potential inside you. And I think it's the realization from within you, it's that realization that is within you, which is going to be the biggest gift. It's the realization of the potentials, of what potentials work for you, is going to be the biggest gift that you can give yourself. And it's going to be the biggest glow up moment for you within self-satisfaction because of work done. It's not egotistical satisfaction. It's really a satisfaction of work well done. On this side here, you've got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, as you can well see on this card, these are the old cards. So you've got 3 pentacles on one side, 1 pentacle, which is the person giving the money out, and 2 pentacles on this side here. So this 2 pentacles on one side, it's basically knowing where to put your effort, your energy, your money, and stuff like that. On one side, you have the 3 of Pentacles, of the 6 of Pentacles, and he's investing in that other side. The other person on the other side has only got 2 pentacles. So you've made judgment upon a situation that this is a fair exchange. You are investing in quality work. Not only your quality work, but the quality of the work of the people around you, and recognizing the quality of people who have real quality and potential in life. And that's where you need to combine it through. And the universe is bringing it in because of this new cycle that you're going into. And as the universe brings it in, so your guides will then illuminate those gifts that come out of left field on this side, and your guides are helping you to realize on your relationship side what things to keep and what things to let go of. Absolutely beautiful reading for you, Aquarius. Glad to see you here in 2023. Absolutely brilliant. Now it's time to do it, and you're going to do it. It's just a case of knowing and sticking to your guns in a way, really, Aquarius. Really lovely. There you go. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. Obviously, subscribing and clicking that bell will really help us out, and also sharing this reading across all platforms with with your experience of how this reading has gone for you. I will see you soon, possibly over on that live now we can do on this channel. That'd be absolutely brilliant. But in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.